Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephanie Berry, and I had the honor and privilege of playing the role of Aunt Mama in Sugar in Our Womb by Donja R at the Manhattan Theater Club.
Love, love, love.
Sugar in Our Wombs is actually more relevant right now in terms of the two pandemics that we are facing globally. It is more relevant now than even when we did it last year, the year before last.
Oh, Mama, remind me about this tree again.
You always was a learning boy.
Why it's so big?
It's blood at that root. Help it grow. Help make it strong. Look at them branches. They bodies. The blood comes from some strong men's.
Like my daddy?
Yes, sir. Your daddy was hung on this here tree. And his daddy before that, and his, all the way up to Jesus being hung on the cross. That's why it's so tall. It goes straight up to heaven. If you're quiet now, you can hear it.
I hear them. They're calling my name.
Really?
Yes.
It's gonna end with you. You got something better than strong. You got smarts. You got a sweetness to you that make you special.
The tree, I think of the historical treasures of the secrets, the history that is buried in nature. If a tree could talk, if a rock could talk, old structures, what would they say? What history?
My God hath sent his angel and hath shut the lions' mouths that they have not hurt me. For as much as before him
Here, let me see. Let's sound it out.
Innocency. Innocency.
That's it, now go on.
Innocency was found in me. What does innocency mean, ma'am?
Innocency means to be pure, to be a virtue.
Was Daniel black, ma'am?
Don't be foolish, James.
Because I consider Isabel and most white women of that period slaves to their husband or to the system. Many from stories that you've read and obviously had very miserable lives. They did not, and I'm not going to compare their life with the extreme dehumanization and physical slave punishment and cruelty that the slaves had to endure. I'm not comparing the two, but I outside of that context, she was a pitiful being. She could not, as Henry would say, she didn't have the freedom to just be. She was desperately lonely, unfulfilled, and unrealized. And that's sad.
Who are you?
Henry,
What you doing here?
I come to sleep.
Ain't no room in here for no more niggas.
Quiet, Mattie.
The old man in the big house tells me to come here. He tells me Aunt Mama the one that teach niggas how to be on this plantation.
That's what he tell you.
Maybe he come here because there ain't that many niggas on this plantation. On account of most of them going off to the war.
Ain't you hear me just say that old white man tells me to come here that I comes to sleep?
Just for the night?
Hush, girl. Come on to this here table. We just eat.
Till I finds my people, I ain't gonna be able to rest.
Well, lay your head down at least. We can be your peoples till you find the ones in your heart.
I said y'all niggas ain't my people.
Why you say that?
Cause y'all ain't.
Never mind that. You gonna run to us when you meant to run to us. I'm talking about why you say that word. James and Mattie use it too. Why you don't call us nigger the way they do?
We don't call us nigger. We call us nigger. We started that to take what they meant for ugly, to turn it into our beauty.
Well, why don't you turn this here ugly into your beauty?
My resistance was initially was that Donja used some modern references in our colloquialism today in a historical context. So, first I had an aversion to that. Do you really want to say this? They wouldn't have said that during this time. Then I quickly came to recognize that convention that he deliberately used in the play did several things. Not only did it invite younger audiences who need to hear that, black and white, and often can be resistant to historical plays. So they heard their language used. Not only that, it made me consider that some of the same philosophical conflicts that we have had as African American people, in particular throughout the centuries, existed back then.
It's true what you said to our mama yesterday? About always being strong?
Yeah. Ain't no room in the world for a weak nigga. It eats you alive.
I ain't weak.
I can tell that. You more smart than strong. But you still strong.
I am.
I wish I was both. Like you.
I could teach you how to be smart, if you like.
You could?
If you want. I think I'll be good enough to teach you.
How you know that?
Miss Isabel be done teaching me for over a year now. Saying she wants to be a teacher, so she been practicing on me. A whole lot now, since her husband, Master William, go off to fight in the war.
You like her teaching you?
I like learning.
You don't like her?
I don't like how she look at me sometimes when she teach me.
How she look at you?
Like she lonely. Like she sad. I sees it in her eyes every time she look at me. Look like she want to do more than teach. Try again.
There has been substantial talk of the state of
America! The word is America!
I'm sorry, I was trying.
This is the only paper we read. We read this part like 100 times. You should know it by now.
I really is trying. I should climb this tree. Climb it all the way till I get to God so I can ask him why we down here being treated like this.
Okay. But I ain't climbing that tree.
You should. Come on, this way you's teaching me how to be smart, and I was teaching you how to be strong.
I said no.
Come on! Just this one time.
All right, come on.
Henry the muscles and James the brain, about to go on an adventure to heaven.
You hey?
You heard that? That tree talked. It said your name. That tree said your name.
You heard it too?
How could I not? It scared the shit out of me.
You know, Mama, the only ones who know how special this tree is. Now, you make 3.
This tree really talk?
Yeah. It just say my name, but yeah, it's all What you do that for?
For being sweet to me?
You kiss every man that's sweet to you?
Just you.
Oh.
Today be's the first time I laughed since being away from my family.
Well, I'm glad you're laughing.
Me too. This is the first time I guess to just be.
What I appreciate so much about what Donja has done with Sugar in Our Wounds, which is unique, is that he's put homosexuality, he's given it historical context, he's given it history, finally. And particularly as a heterosexual woman, I really appreciate because it humanizes. Many of us in this society think of homosexuality as some kind of fad or modern phenomenon. It always was. It's a part of human evolution, human existence.
You ever think Henry mean to fall right before he make it to heaven? You ever think he fall from heaven? Did he fall for you? Huh? That tree ain't even talking, but you still can't hear me though. But I's talking. I's just talking about that song in your heart. Just talking about love. Just talking about who?
Who?
Henry.
Henry?
Yes, so child, your fallen angel got you falling in your feelings. That's who. Your lips ain't talking, but your heart sure singing. It's sweet. It sound like. And the wait is over.
You hear that?
How could I not?
Oh, it ain't saying my name no more. It's singing.
It sure is. Don't everybody get that type of song in their heart.
Is this normal?
What, love? As normal as the sunrise in the morning, as beautiful too.
I mean,
What?
it's me singing that song to Henry normal. Me and Henry, is we normal?
Yes, child. Y'all type of love, go back to Africa. Everybody loving everybody. Men's loving men's, women's loving women's. We ain't nothing but spirits, honey. One spirit fall for another spirit. Don't care how the body look. Just care what the heart say.
Ain't Mama has to have hope. I think that she carries the memory of being free in Africa. She carries that memory, and that memory is strong. And she knows that one day they will evolve back to that point of freedom to just be. And so she has to have hope.
It's a beautiful thing to know yourself. But it's danger ahead for you.
What that mean?
Everything ain't as good as it seems.
With me and Henry? How you know?
This here always stays close to my heart. It's dirt from Africa, passed down to me from all the women's that come before me. This keep me going. Longer than I want to be going, but it keeps me. It tells me things too. All type of things. Not all things, just all type things. Touch it. Go on, touch it, boy.
The bag. It showed me hanging. It showed me hanging from that tree.
Mm-hmm.
I was hanging because of Henry.
She's always talking, making reference to things that have been passed down to her and that she's passing on. And the tree, of course, is the major symbol for that. And for her people to survive, for her spirit to survive, she has to have hope. And with every single character in the play, Ain't Mama teaches them something deeper and good and constructive about themselves that will give them the strength to move on.
Don't no men's turn you into a woman. You does that on your own.
He don't do that with me no more, though. I try, but he don't.
Maybe you don't like what you got to give.
That happened to you?
Child, All I got's left to give is dust.
You think I should stop trying?
You think he wants you to keep trying?
No.
There goes your answer.
My husband been off for the past 6 months fighting that war. He might be gone for another 6. He ain't never gonna know. Oh. No, you want to. I want you to.
No. I got to go. But don't. Please. I got to. Come with me. What? We can run off together. Start a new life, just me and you. We can jump over the broom too. If they free slaves, I'm sure let us jump into forever with each other. What you say?
I can't.
Why?
I can't end up like the other men's in my family. I can't run. It's danger ahead for us if I do. We can't be together. Not right now, at least.
I got to go. I love you. I love you too. Dustin, they coming for me. I gotta go.
I'll meet you. I don't know when, but I will. My heart and yours got the same song, so I'ma find you.
Henry!
Yeah.
What you doing here?
I comes back.
I sees that.
You said James be back soon, right?
I said him and that tree won.
Well, he need to leave that tree alone and come back here before I leave. He can try to climb up to heaven later.
Ain't gotta do much trying.
What that mean about James and the tree?
After you left, James don't be James no more.
Get real sad. And that sad song he was singing before you left gets sadder.
The tree even join in and start singing that broken-hearted song with him. From sunup to sundown to sunup again, him and that tree was just crying out.
It was the saddest thing you done ever heard.
Everybody hear it.
Even Master Jacobs,
Everybody get it.
the kind of particular he is.
Even Master Jacobs. So, he hung him.
How it happened?
Master Jacobs go crazy.
Real crazy.
He just keeps screaming, we got loathsome nigger boys, fucking loathsome nigger boys on this plantation.
Crazy.
He hurt James.
Bad.
Before they hung him on that tree, they whips him
Bad.
give him wounds that open wider than his heart for you. Then Massa pour sugar
In the wounds.
make all the air smell sweet from his insides.
But I want him here. With me. Our hearts got a song that they sing together. We was gonna have a forever together. That's what we used to talk about.
I know, baby. I know. But I need you to know that the past and the future, everything that was and everything that's gonna be, always fold in together to give us now, this moment. Find the love that's in this moment.
How?
Breathe.
One of the things that I really liked about working with Saheem is that you expect a director to come in with a vision. He didn't impose his vision. He clearly had a lot of ideas. He was so open, and he created an environment by which we all could contribute our vision as it evolved in the moment.
He's right there in that tree. Look, you see him.
I don't see him.
Look harder. He there.
Sheldon character, James, lives on. You hear him singing from the tree, and he lives on. So he doesn't have to necessarily be here physically, because he will be carried in our hearts, and we will walk with his spirit, and his spirit will season our determination to be free. Oh, from the bottom of my heart, I really want to thank you all for taking the time and energy to tune in and watch and share, these pieces of sugar in our wombs tonight. And I hope it resonates with you and brings you some insight and hopefully